Hello geometry students, today's learning target is to talk about the area of a trapezoid. So if you look at the picture to the right, we have a trapezoid. In a trapezoid, these two pink parallel lines are called the bases. I labeled them base 1 and base 2. And then the height is this green line, and you can notice that by the right angle. And the goal is to talk about the area of a trapezoid today. So I'm going to show you this visual. So here we have a trapezoid. Notice I have base 1, base 2, and the height. If I were to duplicate the trapezoid, you'll see that you get a parallelogram. And in a parallelogram, the area is the base times the height. And if you look at this parallelogram, the base now is base 1 plus base 2, and the height is h. So the area of the parallelogram is base 1 plus base 2 times the height. However, we only wanted the area of the trapezoid, which is half of the parallelogram. So it turns out that the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Now some people do say base 1 plus base 2 times the height over 2. That blue formula and the red formula are identical. So let's look at a couple examples. So in problem number 2, the area is 1/2. The bases are 92.6 and 35.2. And it doesn't matter which one you call base 1 or base 2. So I'll just say 92.6 plus 35.2. And then I need to multiply that by the height, which is the 61.3. So I'm going to multiply that by 61.3. And I'm going to type that in. Again, in my calculator, I'm going to use 0.5 for the 1/2, but make sure you use parentheses. So 0.5 parentheses 92.6 plus 35.2 parenthesis times 61.3. Doing this calculation, I'll get the area is 3,917.07 yards squared. If you want to pause the screen and try problem number 3, please do so. So the area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So I'll substitute the numbers. 1/2, the bases are these numbers I'm highlighting in green, and the height is the 27.4. I see that by the right angle. So I'll say 1/2 13.5 plus 43.3 times the height of 27.4. So on my calculator, I'm going to type 0.5 times parenthesis 13.5 plus 43.3, close the parenthesis, times 27.4. And when I do that on my calculator, I get the area is 778.16 square feet. The next two problems will be finding a missing dimension given the area. So if we look at problem number 4 and 5, and it's actually all of these problems, 6 and 7 are like that. So for number 4, the area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. I'm told the area is 3,581.9. So 3,581.9 is equal to 1/2. The bases are 26 and 93. And I want to find the height, so I'll just leave that as h. So now I'm going to type this number in my calculator. So I'll say 0.5 times parenthesis 26 plus 93. Doing that, I'll get 59.5. H is 3,581.9. We'll divide both sides by 59.5. So typing that in my calculator, we'll get the height to be 60.2 feet. If you want to pause the screen and try problem number 5, please do so. So for number 5, the area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. I'll substitute the area of 2,496.8 on the left side. And then that's 1/2. The bases are 90.9 and 43.7. So I'll put that in the parentheses. 90.9 plus 43.7 times the height. I'm going to type this number that I just highlighted in green in my calculator. So 0.5 parenthesis 90.9 plus 43.7. So doing that on my calculator, I'll get this equal to 67.3 H. So that's 2496.8. We'll divide both sides by 67.3. And using my calculator, I will get the height to be 39.099, so approximately 37.10 centimeters. If you look at problem number 6 and 7, in these problems we're trying to find the base in problem number 6 at the bottom that I highlighted in yellow, and in problem number 7 we're trying to find the base that I highlighted in yellow at the top. So I'm still going to use the same formula. Area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. I'm told that the area is 766.6 kilometers squared, so I'll substitute that into the left side. And the right hand side, I'll say 1/2 13.6 plus base 2 times the height, which is 32.6. Then on my calculator, I'm going to multiply the 32.6 and the 1/2. So I'm just going to multiply those two numbers, so 766.6. So I'm going to do 0.5 times 32.6. Doing that on my calculator, I get 16.3 times 13.6 plus B2. Now at this point, there's a couple ways of solving it. I personally like to divide both sides by 16.3. Doing that, you'll see that the 16.3's cancel out, so 766.6 divided by 16.3. Doing that on my calculator, I get 47.03 is equal to 13.6 plus B2. And then I'll subtract 13.6 from both sides. And doing that, I'll get the second base is 47.03 minus 13.6, and I'll get 33.43 kilometers. If you want to pause the screen and try problem 7 on your own, please do so, or you can follow along. So again, the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. I'm told that the area is 2,762.9, so I'll substitute that into the left side. That's equal to 1/2 base 1, I don't know, plus the 81.9, and then the height is the 48.9. Again, I'm just going to type in my calculator 1/2 times 48.9, so 0.5 times 48.9. Doing that on my calculator, I get 24.45 times base 1 plus 81.9. And that's equal to 2,762.9. There are other ways of solving this, but this is just one way. I'm going to divide both sides by 24.45. You'll notice the 24.45's reduce out. So on the right-hand side, I have base 1 plus 81.9. Then using my calculator, I'll get 113 is equal to base 1 plus 81.9. I'll subtract 81.9 from both sides. And when I do that, I'll get base 1 is equal to 113 minus 81.9. I'll get the second base to be about 31.1 feet.